Top 3 tips about being transgender, a transgender man who has been out for 12 years can give you that I've learned over a decade of experience. Number one, you get to write your own story about what it means to be transgender for you. You are actually allowed to transition and enjoy the process and be happy and healthy and more of the person that you already are. You do not have to be crushed with debilitating depression and anxiety and fear about your life, because being transgender can consume your whole life if you let it. And that's what happened to me. And I was at a life or death place with depression about 5 years into my physical transition. I had top surgery and I had a beard from taking tea, and I was still suffering because the story I was telling myself about what it meant to be transgender was literally killing me from the inside out. Number two, you're actually allowed to love your body, even if there's things that you want to change about it. It sounds like that can't go together, but you are literally allowed to be present with and grieve, and there is pain in transitioning, but you are allowed to be present with all of the emotions: the grief, the joy, the pain, the sadness, the fear that might come up. Like, it's not easy to do this, but you are allowed to be present with them, and you do not have to disassociate from your body the way that trans people are told, oh, we have to feel like we hate our body or we're born in the wrong body. Like, that disassociation from our body throughout the whole process of transition is literally killing trans people. That's why the suicide rate is so high, is we're so disassociated from our inner sense of self that we don't practice what it feels like to be present and emotionally regulated in our body and at ease in our body with and after the physical changes. And the third one is you can forgive literally anybody, even if they are the most horrifically transphobic people. I have had family members who I love, who I desperately wanted to love and accept me, that were absolutely horrible to me when I came out as trans. And it took me about 5 years, including a year of not talking to this one person, that in stepping into my truth consistently over and over again for 5 years, it took that long. They have finally come around and now are a support and love me and accept me. And that took a while, but I say don't lose hope. Don't expect it, but also don't lose hope. Send love, forgiveness to those people who just don't get it. They're just not on your level of consciousness to accept themselves as more than their body. So they're dealing with their own stuff. And it's not even about you if they don't accept you. And forgive them, because it'll bring you more peace. It doesn't excuse what they have done, but it frees you up. You are no longer tethered to that person energetically. Breathe, meditate about it, journal about it. Tell them to F off in your heart and come back to center. And you'd be surprised what relationships you save and the sanity that you save. So if you have any questions about being transgender and want any advice, I am like a big transgender big brother here, dad, grandpa, and I'm happy to help.